This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treats and Sakurako, but more on them a little later. Sups up everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been a little while, but I'm back. We're gonna talk about Mavuika, and really, I think right now is a good time to talk about her because nowadays, when Archons first get released, it's probably not the best time to give a full evaluation of them, mainly because with each region's Archon nowadays, they try to tie them with certain unique mechanic that is exclusive to the region that they're from. This time, it's the Night Soul mechanic that is exclusive to Natlan characters, and let me tell you, this has been, I would say, a double-edged sword for these characters. Firstly, we're gonna talk about the pros because man, oh man, is it fun playing with these new mechanics, each character having great synergy with another as long as they're from the same region. With characters from Natlan such as Shilonen as well as Sitali, I think Mavuika has come to show us what it means to be a full round pyro unit. Apart from the fact that she is also wanting Bennett, which I think is just a meme at this point. Everybody wants Bennett. Like, it just seems like Hoyoverse made this character a little way too good, and now there's no way they're gonna make another character that can rival Bennett because that would just completely power creep the current system. But Mavuika being one of the first Archon since, I would even say, Venti, like since the very beginning, to be insanely good at just C0. And with her signature weapon, you could even skip her signature weapon. You're gonna lose out on some damage, but it is what it is. Why is that? It's mainly because Hoyoverse this time around has put a lot more emphasis on synergy. They don't want to have to force players to have to invest into a C2 R0 character anymore, even if it's the Archon, because they've much rather you split up that investment across Natlan because they need it to reflect on their income statement. Now, who wouldn't want a beefed up income statement to show the board of directors? And maybe, oh maybe, you could just get a raise from that and treat yourself to something nice, just like the sponsor for this video, Tokyo Treats and Sakurako. Longtime viewers would know that Tokyo Treats and Sakurako are longtime sponsors of my channel, and for good reasons too. Each of these snack boxes aim to deliver a piece of Japanese snackery straight to your doorsteps. Whether you crave that modern Japan flavor or traditional delicacies, Tokyo Treats and Sakurako has got you covered. Starting with Tokyo Treats, this would be your top choice snack box for that modern Japanese snack craving. The Kit Kats, funky soda flavor, and countless instant ramen packs are just to name a few. On the other hand, Sakurako focuses more on the artisan touch and delivers more mild flavors that aims to unpack Japan's long traditions of snack making. With each Sakurako box, you're also able to receive special tableware or craftswork that differs from month to month. Even I don't know what each month has in stock, but it has been quite fun collecting the items from the Sakurako boxes. So if you're ever in the mood for month-to-month Japanese snack boxes, then you can use my link in the description for a discount. Again, thank you to Tokyo Treats and Sakurako for sponsoring this video. Now, people, don't get me wrong. I think it's fine for Mihoyo to design Mavuika in the way that she is right now. Being a C0 R1 character has probably only garnered favors from the fan base. However, sharing a little bit of insight from the CN server, myself included, is that a Mavuika right now makes people worried that she power creeps Arlecchino. I know. What the hell, Walrus? Like, where is this coming from? But it is true, right? We all know Genshin Impact is a game focused on burst damage. Now, giving an example, Nouvelle, C6 Nouvelle at that, right now feels like he is slightly upstaged by the modern 5-star characters. And this has been reflected in the current events where burst type characters are just heavily favored. And this comes as no surprise. Nobody's gonna sit here and say, wow, Walrus, I didn't know Genshin Impact always favored characters who does more damage in an instant as opposed to prolonged DPS. It's no surprise. That's why characters such as Ganyu are still able to compete with modern DPS. It's because her mechanic of single shot, high scaling burst bursty damage playstyle has always been favored. And with Mavuika, combined with her Night Soul mechanic with the Natlan characters, just leans into that. While the fact that she's pyro only helps more to dealing huge chunks of damage. Now, but we have to talk about certain cons of this character and the way that this mechanic has been designed is that people find it very restricting. Right? Not saying she cannot pair up with other characters from other regions. It's just not only is the Night Soul mechanic so heavily tied into her kit along with other characters of Natlan, it just feels that synergies with characters outside of Natlan has been slightly discouraged. I know it is possible to stack her burst gauge with any character. It doesn't have to be from Natlan, but let's be honest, the efficiency of that is just lackluster. You're not gonna bring out her full potential if you're going to pair her with non-Natlan characters. And for a character that is the Archon of the Pyro unit to have to heavily rely on a single other Pyro character, Bennett, it just feels a little counterintuitive when you're trying to build two bursty teams. You're going to give Bennett to who? The Pyro Archon, who is really just flaming booba mommy, or you're going to give it to another boring team that you've been playing for like 4+ years. It's very easy for people to want to lean into something new here. But I'm gonna say it again and again. Characters in Genshin are made to last, they're made to age. As time goes on, these Archons are only gonna get better. More characters comes out to synergize with them. Just because we're gonna enter Snezhnaya in the future does not mean there won't be new Natlan characters being released, meaning that Mavuika's value is just gonna continue rising. And I think for Hoyoverse to not put such a big emphasis on her C1, C2, nor her weapon speaks volumes in their plan to make Mavuika's emphasis on synergies with other characters. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that Hoyoverse doesn't want money leaking away. They will collect it from you one way or another. It's just this time they've decided on a strategy that shares the money amongst other characters as opposed to dumping it all on one character. And I think as time goes on, Genshin Impact along with Hoyoverse has realized it's not going to be the center of attention forever. And finding out other ways to capitalize on great design on their characters is going to be the formula for success going towards the next few years. Just looking at Setali and Shilonen's play rate and sales is enough to reflect that this method has worked. People are finding that these characters pair up extremely well with each other as long as they're from Natlan, and you can bet when it comes to Snezhnaya, it's gonna be rinse, repeat again. So new mechanic, new synergies, and we're gonna see if these Archons are gonna be able to fully cross over with each other in future gameplay. But that's gonna be it for me. What do you guys think of Mavuika? I know she's gonna be loved by the community now and into the future. But until next time, urge y'all to stay safe. Peace, peace. Bye-bye.